Mm, 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 mm. Just turn the volume down. Keep it on, but just turn the volume down. We good. Damn, I can hear all that. Definitely turn that bitch down. That's that yeah with the yeah. Turn that shit down. When we gonna yeah with the yeah? We gonna yeah with the You good? You got it turned down? Okay.
Shalom, Maki.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
The ones to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, rule and teach world peace and blessings. To the open faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching the truth to the best of their abilities. City, Shalom.
Shalom.
Right? As you know, we live in the latter days. We basically at the end of this thing. So we've seen a lot of shit take place prophetically. Hey, everything on the table right now. Right? All the possible pieces that could be on the table. Okay, it ain't a far-fetched thing to hear about the Quran. You got Elon Musk talking about the Neuralink trials and shit like that. Right? You see them talking about the famine upcoming, the hyperinflation that's gonna come. It's on rate mainstream news, man. Right, so now the mainstream news is basically syncing up to the same shit that the prophet's been telling you. Right?
I got you. I'm gonna read for you. Revelation 13. You know, 13, and I'm gonna start at 9. Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. But you got a particular sword that happens to be what? Genetics. Or that happens to be nano. Can you say that?
All right. Let me say it all the time. Yeah.
Nanotech. I hope they ain't gonna get our shit. I hope they don't get our shit cut, man. You know? Okay? You got certain shit that you consider nanotech and all that type of stuff like that, right? But it says, he that killeth with the sword, because you are killing us with biological warfare. That's considered the sword. Okay? You raped, robbed, and murdered us. Of course, that's the sword. Okay, but we're in these modern times right now. And how are you killing the children of Israel? Through deception, right? Lies, and nanotech. I mean, it's just what it is.
That's a lot of nanotech, bro.
That's that spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Nanotechnology, okay? So you got it. I'm backing you up. You know, it says, okay, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, this is what we focus and waiting on right here. Judgment and salvation. You know, judgment and salvation. Judgment is the situation where you feel like you was wrong and you want some type of right to come out of there, right? Yes. You know what I'm talking about? You got judgment and you got, something like that. But I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. It says, verse 11, and I beheld another beast. It be taking my shit a long time for my shit. So like it, bro. Okay. Verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. Out of the earth. We're from above. You're from below. Who's ruling? No, I'm backing you up. You got it. Okay. So it says, doing it again. Okay, here we go. It says, and he exercises, Salaki, And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. Those two horns are the two different power structures that the so-called white man in America uses to deceive you fucking niggas out there. Okay? When you go to politics, you got how many political parties you got? The main two.
Yeah, the main two.
Just the main two.
Yeah.
Because you got different.
Yeah, they got
a bunch of political parties. Shit. But the main two, when it comes to the Israelites, is what? Republicans and Democrats. Okay? So this is another telltale indication that the Lord is talking about America. Okay? The place that you people think that came to Africa and saved y'all, man. And brought y'all to a better standard of living. Created change.
Give you opportunity.
You know? Yeah, man. So it says verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. And when you go, I know the brother breaking it down, okay, but when you go into what is that? Daniel's, the little horn that came boasting and talking all that old ignorant ass shit. It's talking about you Americans, man. When you talk about Neuralink, putting implants in motherfuckers' heads and all that, you trying to be the Most High, man. Okay. What's another one they're trying to do?
Second Thessalonians, of course.
But you know they got the little drones, they got the chemtrails. You know what I'm saying? They got the different little ACTS, the little political acts that they pass or whatever like that, right? To suppress us. And that's all they do in order to herd you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans like a bunch of fucking cows, man. And y'all follow your master wherever he goes. Okay? That's how you're going to be about the Lord. All right? So it says, verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay? And when you look at the first beast, that beast is nothing but a power or a superpower. Okay? It's a nation, it's a great nation of people. That's what a beast is, man. Okay? It's not a lion, a beast.
Lion of the tribe of
Well, the Bible calls Yahushua a lion of the tribe of Judah. That's a beast. It also called him a lamb. That's a beast. Okay? This is symbolism, but nevertheless, okay, let me continue. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that deadly wound being healed is what we're living in right now. We're in the deadly wound being healed right now. America. America is the healing of the ancient Roman Empire. What ancient Rome was trying to do, America figured it out. Rome is the daddy. America is the whore. You get it? You know? All right? So it says, verse 13. And he doeth great wonders. You got it right here. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
We've seen that as one of Esau's capabilities right there. That's by his sword right there, man. You got that Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He's gonna do it again. Right? But the only thing this time is gonna be working against him. Okay, that very gift that he was given from, that great wonder that he was given from the Lord, is gonna be his ultimate destruction.
Right. Right, man. It says and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right, so how is he deceiving them on the earth? Because all this great technology will make you think he's the Most High, man. He got shit that can track wherever you at. He got
think he God, man. Now you gonna say the Most High. When you say superpower, that's a God.
God.
The word Allah means the gods. If you say a superpower, that's a fucking God.
Right.
That's a super God. That's what you're saying. If the word Allah means power, if you're considering a nation a superpower, you're basically calling them a super God. Or like for you brothers that's in the anime, Super Saiyan and all that type of shit like that. But y'all get the picture, man. But go ahead, right?
Right, God, so the whole world looking at Esau as God right now, man. Right, because he had this power, he just did this. Right, but we see that starting to fade. These nations losing respect for each, but that's due to the prophets, man. Right, everything we saying coming out, we making his legs bare out of the scripture say, he's making you look bad, bro. Okay, you got that.
That's right. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right, so if he telling you go worship the shit that happened in ancient Rome, no, he's telling you to take that juice. All right, take that karagma. He's gonna tell you to do this, so you can keep your job. All right, all that's gonna come in tied in with the karagma, man. Right, that's how you worship in that image. You commit idolatry, don't even know it. You idolizing Esau, man. He's your God, man, literally. Okay. All right, you got it. Right?
And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right, so martyrs. Got it.
I just system speaking right now to unclean spirits, right? Like under them frogs, right? Legislative, executive, judicial branch. Right? You got documented, write it down, and enforce it. Okay, so he in the period of time where he enforcing shit right now. Right? We in the end game right now where he's just gonna start enforcing martial law. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. Take this karagma, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, that's what it's gonna lead to us becoming martyrs, man. You gonna have to stand for this or else.
And the next verse is gonna show you who's gonna be the martyrs and who's not, man. The next verse, whenever you ready, brother. Revelation 13:16, and he calls him, he meaning the so-called white man, okay? The power structure that rules the world. Job 9:24. But the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, the wicked is talking about the so-called white man by the name of Esau, Edom. Okay, and this is what Esau, Edom is about to do, is already have started doing to the world. And he, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, as y'all can see over here in America is happening and all these other different nations, they're implementing this particular level of technology. Okay, we're gonna show y'all the article to it too. But it says, and he calls them all, calls them basically meaning force. What it said, he calls them all, it means he forced people. When you go back into the Apocrypha in Second Ezra's, when you're dealing with what is that? Antiochus Epiphanes, motherfucking Antiochus the Fourth, same person. You're dealing with that motherfucker, man. This is what he did.
Yeah, real time.
He forced you niggas to eat pork. And his father, Antiochus the Great, forced you niggas to break the covenant, man. To break the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Okay?
I say defile the temple. The scripture say you are the temple, man. All right, so the same thing, like that was just an omen for right now, man. Esau defiled y'all niggas already multiple times. Y'all got multiple juices in you right now, man. But you got that.
It says, free and bond to receive a charagma in their right hand, Salakia. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Talking about everybody. He's gonna cause everybody to receive that little grain of rice in your right hand on your forehead, man. It ain't no coincidence. They just talking about the shit. Oh, we gotta get rid of credit cards, credit scamming is like all-time high and all that shit. They just leading you towards this. Okay, they're telling you the karagma gonna be able to sense when you got a certain disease or illness, now all these illnesses is just popping up out of nowhere, man. Like they creating a problem, and they're gonna have the reaction and the solution for it.
Right, bro.
Like that's what's gonna make them be looked at as God.
The problem and the solution, brother brought out. They're gonna create the what?
The problem. They're gonna have a solution.
Which is those false miracles that you motherfucker. Like the brother just said, I'm backing him up, man. That's why you fucking Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in the fucking in the condition. I'm gonna say the confusion, the fucking condition, you know, or in the fucking condition that you're in right now, man. Okay. Ready?
God.
Okay. It says, and he calls them all, oh small. What's it like?
Oh yeah, read the verse, right?
I read that verse.
God,
what verse I'm in? What verse I was in? 17?
Yeah, we got it 17.
Okay, verse 17. Salaki. And that no man might buy or sell, right. Save, meaning like we say unless. Yeah, unless. Right? And that no man might buy or sell, save, or unless he that had the mark, the Marquisha. Marquisha. We call it big that. Marquisha, bro. Fuck that. I'm glad. It be kind of throwing, you know, you see that Marquisha. We're going to say Marquisha. All right. Okay. It says free and bond. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Marquisha in their right hand or in their foreheads.
All right, so it ain't gonna matter what status you is and where you from, like what section you live in, whether you poor or rich or in jail, it ain't gonna fucking matter. He's talking about everybody. It's gonna be global. Okay? You're gonna have to take that thing. Okay? Just like you gotta take that juice right now. That shit was just a precursor for what you about to see.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just gonna be way fucking worse. All right, you got that.
That's right. It says, and then no man might buy or sell, that say if he had the Marquisha or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Which is literal. Okay,
that's technology.
Barcode.
That's nanotech. They're gonna tell him, that's nanotech, man.
Barcode on your.
That's nanotech. Straight the fuck up. This is a million words into one. That's nanotech.
You scared, bro.
You Negroes gonna be up under nanotechnology. Okay?
Shit.
You're gonna have a nanotech god. You're gonna have to worship him in a nano universe, man.
Nanoverse.
He's not gonna humble your ass nanotech wise, man. You know? All your fucking DNA and genes and shit gonna bow down this goddamn devil. Because y'all giving it to him. You literally giving this devil your motherfucking soul. You giving him your fucking code, man. You fucking idiot. Yeah. We didn't wait. Revelation 13 and 18. Well, 17. And then no man may buy or sell, say if he had the Marquisha or the name of the beast or the number of his head or the number of his mane. Here is the wisdom. Let him that have understanding. You brothers that's in the truth. Okay, that know what the fuck going on out here, right? Count the number of the beast, but it is the number of man. And his number is 666. 666. Okay. You got it.
You see that number everywhere, like on Biden little sign is all hidden in the, you know, that deep subliminal shit. They got a little 666 hidden in that. What it is, the CERN shit, the 666 hidden in that. The World Economic Forum got the 666 symbol. Okay, it's just telling you that it is a so-called white man. That's what you need to be worried about, man. Like, cause it tells you it's the number of a man. This ain't no mystical, magical demon, all right, that's on the earth right now. It's a literal person, all right. The so-called white man is literally gonna enforce this in real life.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, Esau be blind, man. That's another piece of. All right. This Joel 17 and I'm starting 5. It says, he that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. And when you look at the so-called white man, he's out there telling everybody what? everything gonna be okay. But you got the elites, they know the truth. They know that we are the rightful rulers of this planet. They know that the Alahayim, those crab, or what y'all call UAPs, UFOs, and all that, are piloted by so-called black bearded men. Okay, but they're not gonna tell you that. So that's why we gotta bring these scriptures out so that the hopeful elect will not be deceived. Okay. You cannot depend on the so-called white man to tell you what the fuck is going on, man. Okay? Yeah. That was it.
Okay. I got one around. Oh, they got the article. Right. This article, a new thing, recent, very recent. Right. It's called said Biden signs bill boosting U.S. potato chip manufacturing. Okay. Right. It says the CHIPS Act. Right, which just name it. It says signed into law with $52 billion in funding for U.S. foundries. Right, it says the new CHIPS and Science Act will bring semiconductor chip manufacturing to the U.S. President Joe Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act 2022 law Tuesday, which allocates $53 billion into federal funding to manufacture semiconductor chips domestically. Okay, so why do you think they're doing that, man? But really, this shit is all fucking. You already know you saw been at the grain of rice ready for you, man. Okay, he just gonna. It's just a narrative for him to actually bring it to the forefront. Oh, we gotta make all these grains of rice in the U.S. right now. But it's been done. Okay, just like that juice. How you think they came up with that juice so fast? Because it was already ready.
Right, man. Ephesians 6. I'm starting on 11. The brother said, how are you going to know? Well, we can tell you how you're supposed to know. Ephesians 6 and 11. I'm starting at 10. Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. And the only way we can be strong is to be what? Spiritually strong. And in order to be spiritually strong, that means you have to know what's going on, man. And you have to be relevant, right? And very aware of your surroundings. You got to be aware of what the enemy is plotting against you and your people. You know? You got to be aware of false doctrine.
That's right.
You got to be aware of these things, man. You got to be aware of lies. You got to be aware of certain things, you know, that's deceiving the people. Because as the prophets of the Lord, our job is to what? Clear up the bullshit, man. Get the business clear. Our job is to get the business clear. Clear the bullshit and get the business clear. Get that bullshit out the way so you can get the business clear. You know? And that's talking about the prophethood, the priesthood, man. That's our main obligation, is to get the business clear. Whose business? Yahweh Shai's business. Okay? First and foremost, you have situations where brothers, I say it all the time, brothers disagree about personal shit. Hey, that's just personal shit.
Let's do it, Lord.
But when it deals with the scriptures, that's a big deal. When you're going off in doctrine, that's a big deal. You know, that's a big deal. You know, you can't have one without the other and stuff like that. The main objective to this truth is to expose all manner of wickedness. Is to expose all lies. And to bring out the truth. That's what this is about. You know? So for us to come on and show our faces on live like this, you know, you have to, you at least have to believe that you have the truth. You know what I'm saying? To be bold enough to show your face on live stream like this, you got to at least be convinced that you have the truth.
Personally convinced.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be convinced that you have the truth. And a lot of guys think that they have the truth, and they come on and they push forth false doctrine. And when it comes to false doctrine, we deal with those things. But you got another thing called personal matters. It's the difference between false doctrine and personal matters. You got a personal matter, that's one thing. Okay? You know, but when you got some shit going on between you and Yahweh Shai and how he teaches the word, there's another.
Whole different fight right
now. Okay? So when we attack strongholds, we're attacking different things that's coming against this truth. But you do have personal issues. You do have personal disagreements. You have personal quarrels. I just say disagreement. I just say disagreement. You know, you have personal. You might not see eye to eye with this brother. You might not see eye to eye with that brother. That's one thing. That's not punishable by death. Okay? That's just some shit y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just some shit y'all, you know? But we're not going to take it to the point to where you're going to get me so motherfucking mad to where I'm going to actually go and, you know, pretty much do what I want to do as far as the scriptures is concerned. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I can respect a man who may not like me. You might not like me. I can respect a man that may not like me, but you're not mangling the Lord's word. I can respect a man like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you allow somebody to, you know, to really get in your head and really make you so goddamn mad to where you going against the Lord's word, I can't get down and I can't respect that part. Okay? We're going to bump heads. We're going to disagree about all kind of motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that. That's a part of it, you know? Whoever disagree about it, they're going to stand on it. And whatever I disagree about, I'm going to stand on what I disagree about. I'm going to stand on it. But nevertheless, those are personal issues. They got nothing to do with the doctrine. They got nothing to do with pushing out, you know, vain jangling the scriptures and all that. You know what I'm saying? Making up creating a new way, a new pathway to come into this truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know? Like, come on, man.
Damn, God. Yeah, real talk.
You know? We all about the Father's business at the end of the day. Y'all don't never see us get on this bitch and get emotional and turn a whole lesson about somebody, man. Like, okay, if I do mention a situation, I'm gonna still have respect of this individual to the point of I'm gonna turn it into a lesson. I'm not gonna turn this into a Jenny Craig, Mark Povich, so where it's just some old, just bickering, going back and forth like that. You know, my whole thing is, if I see a brother still teaching the right thing and doing the right thing, I ain't got a motherfucking thing to say about it. Now, if we're talking about personal shit, that's personal shit. Okay? We dealing with personal opinions, personal feelings, a situation. This person was told this. This person was told that. That could easily be brought to the forefront as far as who said what was told to who, what was done and all that. That's the easy part. That can be that. Like man, that could be a situation where, okay, well, what's your question? This would happen, yeah. This who said it, they're gonna stand on it or they're not gonna stand on it. Period. If that particular individual don't stand on it, I ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with that. If you got all these individuals that this quarrel is dealing with, they're all in the presence of each other, or let's say on the phone. Okay, and let's say one brother felt like he was lied to or he was lied on and all this type of shit like that, right? Really think about that. You got three brothers in a situation. One brother feeling like he's being lied on or lied to, but you don't have the full recollection of who's doing the lying. But yet you're still calling somebody a liar. The whole point is this: who was the liar? Who told the lie? Don't implicate men that didn't tell no motherfucking lies to find whoever the liar is. Because what if you implicate an innocent man? You know? You have a situation where you got 3 guys that a situation happened, and 2 guys which the conflict was between, they had their conflict, but the guy that was between the conflict said one thing to one guy, said another thing to another motherfucking guy. But yet you still running with come on, man. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too far in that, but y'all know where I'm going with this, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, okay, you can have disagreements, and you have them all the time, man. Okay, and when you go into the history of this thing, I hate to even get into these type of videos, but you got this particular individual I'm speaking of held a high position in the South as far as Great Millstone is concerned. He held a high position or whatever like that. Okay. Now, me and a particular brother, we had our personal quarrels, personal disagreements, and this and that. But a situation had took place in which somebody was supposed to see over this situation, or the situation involved. Matter of fact, the individual we talk, I ain't gonna put it. I'll leave it for that brother to put it out there. But I'm gonna just speak around it. But the situation that transpired wasn't actually about. It had something to do with the guy that I'm talking about. Okay. And he was dealing with a particular individual and all this type of stuff like that. And a bunch of fucking confusion came out of that. You know? A brother got caught up in a mix. I never took a bitch side against a brother, you know? A bitch can tell you anything. A bitch can tell you she's single. A bitch can tell you I ain't dealing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? A bitch can be a whole married woman. So it was never, at this point, it was never an issue on a particular brother. A bitch can tell you any motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm single. She can tell you any motherfucking thing. You know? But this particular individual happened to be somebody's old lady and all that, and the shit just went a whole nother motherfucking direction, and I get cast into the middle of this motherfucking shit, man. I ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man. This was a personal issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I didn't deal with down in nobody's personal business. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was thrown in the middle of the shit of any motherfucking thing. And then we take a trip to Memphis. We go to Memphis, and then it all hit the fan when we went to Memphis. You got multiple camps that was at this particular event when the shit hit the kind of like hit to a fan to a particular point to where I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Now, the main thing is this, Hakim, if you're dealing with a woman, think about it. If you're dealing with a woman, you're emotionally tied to this woman, right? And let's say this woman come and tell you, hey, one of your GMS brothers, blah, 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 try to make a pass and you know that. But let's just say this particular brother didn't know. All right. Let's say this particular individual told his brother she's single or whatever. Woo out, woo out. I'm just saying, that's hypothetically speaking. Told his brother that she's single because this shit happen all the time. I'm just gonna get to the bottom of the bullshit, man. Okay? How fucking petty this shit is. Okay? Okay. And let's say a bitch lay around there and say she's single. You get with women that tell you they single all the goddamn time. And a bitch can be married. The bitch can be dealing with a man the whole time. But how can you know if you don't know where she's from, what she got going on in her personal life? You don't have no way of knowing that if she's telling you that she's single and she's not dealing with a man, right? But if she tell you otherwise, then that's a different story. If she tell you, well, I am dealing with somebody all the time, that's a different story. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. I'm getting to the point of the point. All right. So you get down to the situation where hit the fan. We all in Memphis. You got multiple camps they remember. We all in Memphis. And that's what kicked it off about this whole little, you know? And it was I would just say, when you go, give me Ecclesiastes 3 right quick, okay, from the top. And this is what I would disagree with that particular situation with, you know? It's just a point, it could have been better time. The timing that the Memphis situation took place could have been timed a little bit better. But go ahead, brother.
Right, it's Ecclesiastes 3:1.
It could have been a one-on-one thing versus some shit in front of all these different camps or whatever like that. But go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Even
if it deals with somebody's woman, man. It's a time, a season, and a purpose for that, man. See what I'm saying? So let's keep it real. This is where all this shit sprouted from another man's woman, man. Okay? That's where all this confusion comes from, man. And I'm in the middle of all this shit fucking again. Because somebody feel like that I wrongfully suspended them. Okay? Well, I'm on live right now telling you, and before whoever has any oppositions, okay, it was told to me for that judgment to come down to you, man. Okay? I didn't lie on you. I didn't lie on him. I didn't come and say, well, he told me this and lying on him. I didn't fucking tell them no lie. You even said it in the video. When we was all three of us was together, we had this conversation. And you asked him, and he running that video when we was at a War House over in the apartments. Okay. And we was all in the parking lot, and he asked him. He was like, "Hey man, well, you told me this, but Kazak is saying that." And he literally kind of like was like on some well, yeah. And I seen it. I ain't gonna even lie. I kind of seen it. Like, whoa, what the fuck? I saw it. So I'm not denying that point with it. I'm not denying. I'm not going to deny any facts that's being brought up. I'm not going to deny the facts. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely pulled him up and was like, "Hey, bro, you told me that he wanted me out of there, but he's telling me that you wanted me that you gave him the such to get me out of there." You know what I'm saying? So what is it? So here, all three of us are in each other's face. So if I'm motherfucking lying, it should tell you he's gonna say something. He could have said Kazaki is lying. He didn't say that. Kazaki was telling the motherfucking truth. Everything that I told you is exactly what the fuck happened. You just didn't believe it. Okay? Everything I told you, exactly how it transpired as far as with the suspension, all that shit, man, happened exactly how it was told to you, man. Now, whatever happened between y'all conversation, I ain't got a goddamn thing to do with that. Whatever you was told and y'all little, you know, making everything right with each other and getting back cordial with each other and all that type of stuff, I ain't got shit to do with that. But I stand on what I told you, and I stand on what was said between me and this particular individual that you're talking about. I stand on that. Nobody lied to you. Nobody lied on the war. Nobody lied on no type of counsel that was taken. Nobody lied on nothing. But that's neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, that's a personal issue, okay? Shit like that can be dealt with. But this situation then escalated to a whole other level to where now we're dealing with false doctrines. False fucking doctrine, man. All this shit started from a motherfucking Instagram between a fucking female and Jake, man. Okay?
Damn.
And we always tell you, brothers, it's all into the Instagram shit, man. Man, a lot of these hoes, they be dealing with other Israelite men, man. That's where all this bullshit come from. Since we speaking the truth, that's where this bullshit come from. A fucking whore. A whore is what caused all of this. A fucking slut, man. That's where all this fucking confusion come from. A fucking slut. So we're gonna go on and on and on and on and on about a fucking slut. You know what I'm saying? Or we're gonna deal with what transpired after the whole slut thing, man. Nobody lied on you or to you, brother. Nobody lied to you, man. Everything I told you is exactly the way it happened. Whenever the whole report was reported, when the whole the aftermath, when I say the report was when we went to Memphis, the aftermath after the Memphis situation and all of that type of shit like that, ain't nobody lied on nothing. Nobody added, nobody took away from anything, man. But nevertheless, like I said, it's personal shit. You know? But when you take shit to a whole nother level of teaching another doctrine, I can't fuck with that, man. You done took it to a whole nother level when you took it to another doctrine, when you teaching a new thing in the earth. It's one thing when brothers believe the same thing, but they just disagree on personal particular situations. And that personal situation, that can be dealt with. That could be dealt with easily. Like, man, that could be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? That as far as my name and my part in it, that shit can be dealt with. It can be cleared up. It can be brought to the forefront as far as the situation between me and that brother. But go ahead.
It's Sirach 22:20. Right? It says, "Whoso casteth a stone at the birds, frayeth them away.
Yeah.
And he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship."
Yeah, man, and that's what it goes down to. Because a friend is a brother at the end of the day. All right, we are brothers in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. We all teach and believe the same thing. Okay, we may not like each other. Certain he got this, he do this, he got this personality, he got this. Hey, it fucking is what the fuck it is.
Give a fuck, bro. Don't worry about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But when you go around saying lie, certain brothers lie on, you got to have all the details, man, before you make accusations like that. You got to have the full scope of the details and stuff like that. You know? Now, me and you never disagreed on doctrine. That's why I say, like, it ain't even that serious with me and you, bro. You know? Like, that shit fucked me up when I seen the other individual go all into other different doctrines, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, man? You know? But he has, I'm gonna, like I say, whatever that bullshit transpired between you and him, okay, we all had that conversation after that conversation transpired, where all three of us was present. So my thing is, if I was lying, why wasn't I the one? Why I wasn't the one doing all the well, this, what other? Come on, man. All three of us, and the same exact thing I told you, I spoke that in front of him. You gotta remember, that was his woman. So he was feeling personal about this shit, man. So if somebody come and have, if somebody dealing like kind of let's say flirting with your woman or whatever. Okay, after your woman told him certain shit, you know. But that's neither here nor there, because bitches gonna be lying. I ain't gonna even take her side. I'm not gonna even take her side on the thing. Because I know how harlots can lie. I know this. I know they can lie. I'm not even saying that Jake was on some little extra deal. I know they can fucking lie. I know how these bitches lie out here, man. I know these hoes all about mess, all about bullshit. Okay? But how much more sharper does that make us have to be? When we know that we're dealing with bitches like that, we got to act a certain way. We got to know when and when not to entertain these hoes, right? So with this particular brother, which was an elder brother at the time, you know, it was a personal situation with him. It was his woman. It was somebody he was dealing with. So he was emotionally, I guess, involved with it. And your head is all over the goddamn place, man. One day you might be like, oh, it's okay, bro. And the next day, when you done laid with her, and you looking at her, and you thinking about all kind of other shit, you like, fuck this bitch. And you just, oh, come on, man. Don't put me in the middle of that fucking shit.
That shit do with me.
That's that man woman. That was who he was dealing with, not mine. I was the fucking mediator between the shit, man.
Bro, that shit crazy, bro.
I was mediating that shit, man. That's why he took it personal, because it was his fucking woman. And when you did it, when somebody feel like somebody dealing with a woman, and I, for the record, he never dealt with his woman on a physical level or nothing like that. Okay, and we're not making no fucking parody videos, porno shot videos, and no none of this shit like that. Okay. However, the cross got crossed. That's how the cross got crossed between the two, is which caused this whole, this whole quarrel to even begin, man. Okay. And the other elder brother that was at the time, he was emotionally involved with this particular individual, man. So when you're emotionally involved with somebody, your emotions automatically gonna kick in when it comes to judgment, especially if it's your woman. That's why the Lord tell us to keep women out of these fucking camps, man. Keep your woman at home. You got all these fucking, and I'm gonna say this too, all you fucking Israelite women, you fucking Israelite women out there. A lot of you women gonna get fucking destroyed, man, because it was a so-called Israelite woman that even kicked this bullshit off. All this shit is behind a fucking whore, man. Okay? All this shit is behind a fucking whore, man. Claiming to be an Israelite, claiming to be dealing with this brother, but you hitting on other brothers. And that bitch wasn't innocent either, because she was fucking hitting on the brother. She was hitting on the other brother, you know? She was hitting on him. She was throwing a shot at him too. You know what I'm saying? That whole wasn't innocent. Matter of fact, she hit him up first. She came at him. I was at his house. She came at him and she was like, woo, 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 woo. And the brother was like, hey, man, he's talking about woo, woo, they talking about she say she deal with somebody in Mississippi. I was like, that shit dead. But nevertheless, she hit on him. He didn't go looking for her. She came after him. Okay? She came after this man. So I can understand why you can be personally affected by it or whatever like that. But my whole thing is, at some point, some discrepancy in the report had to take place. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly the conversation we had, right? What I was told and what I did, and I stand on everything that I experienced and what I said and what I stand on that. Okay, but you got to stand on what you said, what you heard, and what you did as well. You got to stand on that too. You can't just throw the confusion around and just dismiss yourself like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It was a personal issue with you. You know? I got thrown in the middle of the shit. Man, I have a motherfucking thing to do with the shit. I got thrown in the middle of it because I was the head of the camp, man. When you're the head of the camp, different brothers that throughout various camps of GMS, you can have no matter what goes on in the camp, your fucking name gonna get in the middle of it, man. You know that. What the fuck he got going on down there and all the type of shit like that. You know? And I will put it out there, man. She was the fucking harlot, man. She was being a motherfucking harlot. It ain't like he was going looking for the bitch or nothing like that. She hit him up. She was the harlot. And she clearly, I was at the brother house and she was like, I can't remember exactly what the brother had said to her, but her response was, I'm dealing with a brother in the Mississippi county. And he was like, yeah, man, fuck, man. She's talking about she dealing with somebody in the Mississippi county. I don't know if she was on speakerphone or he repeated what she said, but nevertheless, she made it known she was dealing with somebody in the Mississippi county. My response was, if she did, shit over with. We didn't know that the whole time this particular demon was the actual woman of a fucking brother, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's how my whole involvement even gets into this motherfucking shit, man. I had nothing to do with neither side of the issue. I was just brought in when the judgment came down. That's when I came in on it. Okay, well this happened and this happened. Okay, what you gonna do about it? That's how the fuck I came into it.
Wow, God.
You know? Come on, man. Go ahead, huh?
God, all right. This Sirach 22 and 21. Right? It says, though thou drewest a sword at thy friend, yet despair not, for they may be returning to favor. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for they may be a reconciliation.
For there may be a reconciliation. So it's you can reconcile personal disagreements, but you can't reconcile false doctrine, man. Okay? At the end of the day, it goes back to a fucking woman, man. I never knew this bitch, never met this hoe in my life. You heard me? I got bought in whenever the advice needed to be dealt in. Nah, I'm the fucking bad guy. Come on, man. I ain't even get no pussy out the deal. So why the fuck I gotta steal something?
I'm fucking this bitch.
I'm not fucking with her, like, but I'm the bad guy, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my woman. I didn't have any personal feelings on that situation. So you got to go back and reanalyze certain things that you said, man. Now, I agree with certain things that you said, but other things you off, especially when you calling me a liar like that, man. What did I lie about? I was told that everything that I did, verbatim, everything that I did was told to me. It was an order. It was an order. And I have witnesses that was on the phone with me when it was told to me. And then I told it to you in front of the particular individual that we talking about. He acted like he didn't know what was going on. When I looked you in your face, me and you were looking at each other man to man, and he was right there. And I said exactly what I'm saying right now. Okay? I ain't have a fucking thing to do with that quarrel, man. That's all I'm saying. So a situation like that on some personal shit, that's personal, man. I could live past that. I could see past that. You know what I mean? And with my woman, I'm not offended. No, I'm not justifying nobody. Like, I'm not saying that Jake was just on some all out. I'm just gonna be a straight demon. I don't know what the fuck was going on, man. He can explain better than I can what the fuck he had going on. And so, like, I'm not gonna put words in nobody's mouth. I'm not gonna put thoughts in nobody's head. Okay? But at the same time, that's how I even got involved in that particular situation. Behind the fucking bitch. We went to Memphis and then it just went left. And for the argument that was in Memphis, everybody, multiple accounts of would even kick this shit off. You know, and that could have been dealt in a different way as far as instead of broadcasting it all loud, you could have, hey man, let me holler at you about some shit. Because you don't be knowing how emotional brothers be about their woman, man. You got some brothers, they real passionate behind the women that they deal with. You got some brothers, they don't give a fuck about them hoes. You know what I'm saying? But you got some brothers that really care about them. You know what I'm saying? If they care about them, then their emotions gonna be all over the place. They might tell you something verbally, but their emotions is some fucking way else.
Inside Jake about to explode.
She constantly feeding his head with bullshit. Well, baby, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
God, right?
Yeah, man. Jake was behind Eve, motherfucking ass, man. You know what I'm saying? And for what I know, you ain't no crash them behind them hoes either. So what the fuck, man? What are we doing? You know? So that basically, you know, what the issue was as far as me and these particular individuals, man. You know? What caused the friction was a woman. Okay? This is all over a fucking woman, man. Okay? So I'm not gonna allow no bullshit over a woman, okay, to just continue to just blatantly blind my vision, blind my spiritual judgment. At the end of the day, that wasn't even my woman. So I don't even have no say so on the situation, no motherfucking way, other than you got an elder brother who's feeling the hurt. A man you report to feeling the hurt because he found out his chick was unloyal. Let's just say it that way. Man, this man emotions all over the goddamn place, really, man. Come on, bro, really?
Emotionally distraught.
Why throw that shit on me? I wouldn't have went indecisive. My woman ain't get, you know, that man was the one going through the shit. He was the one all over the place, man. You know, man, I got the screenshots, brother. I know I told her, brother, everything was good, man. That's how Eve get down. When Eve see y'all up mashing shit out, Eve like, oh no, fuck that. Oh no, y'all ain't finna mash nothing out. Okay, Eve gonna do some more demonic shit.
A literal demon.
And both of y'all start falling for that shit. Then both of y'all fell for that okie dokie shit, man.
Took the bait right now.
You know? This shit is over a fucking woman, man. That's since we gonna be truthful, let's just say what it is. This shit is over a fucking woman that the war was dealing with, man. Okay? That's how all this shit even got started. I ain't have a motherfucking thing to do with the shit, man. Okay? My job was to judge the situation. Because I'm the head of the camp. I don't have no motherfucking choice. I'm forced into the situation, man. That's what this shit is about, man. Go ahead, bro. Let me go year with the year right quick.
Okay. All right, this is Sirach 22 and 22 from the middle. It says, for there may be reconciliation, except for upbraiding or pride or disclosing of secrets, shooting and talking shit. Okay, it says, or a treacherous wound. Right, they got wounds, certain wounds that can't be healed, man. Like you say, brother can forgive you, but can't forget certain shit you even did. Just speaking generally, okay. It says, for these things, every friend will depart. So when you got this heavy shit, you know, that you didn't, you know, had, you bring it out, certain things gonna separate from the company, and rightfully so, man. Nobody want to be around the drama guy. You don't want to be just on separating from that note, because I'm not in that personal situation. I got no room to speak on that person. But you don't want to be the guy attracting drama, man. Okay. I got another one right here. I got you. This Sirach 7 and 12. Okay, it says, devise not a lie against thy brother.
Yeah, man. Don't lie on your brethren, man. Okay? If you did something, right, to offend your brother, stand on it. You know you was wrong in it, stand on it. Okay? But if it's a situation that was brought to your table that had nothing to do with you, okay, you're not gonna make me the bad guy in this situation. That's all I'm saying on that particular situation. Okay? This particular brother is still teaching the truth. Hey, at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right or wrong. You're still going out there, you're still prophesying, you're still teaching it as it was taught to you. I don't have no quarrels with that at all. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. I do have a quarrel with somebody going out, pushing out false doctrine, though. Once you push out and go against the scriptures, all that personal shit goes out the window, man. Okay? All that personal shit goes out the window. But this is a telltale sign of how confusion can be brought forth, man. Okay? When you're not being honest, not only with yourself, but with the brothers that's around you. This is how the fucking confusion come out. I stand on every fucking thing I said. I still stand on everything I said, man. From the way it went down, to the council, to every fucking thing, all the way it led to whatever made the particular brother feel offended about it, as far as my part is concerned in it. Okay, you feel like I lied on a war and all that. Basically what you're saying is basically I just went and suspended you without consulting the war and told you that a war told me to suspend you. Basically, I lied on the war. Well, that's a fucking lie, man. Okay, because it was witnesses on the phone when everything was said about this particular judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's the only point I wanted to clip as far as my name is concerned. Ain't nobody lie on nobody, man. You know, I just said what I was told. Okay. It wasn't personal to me, other than, well, damn, without, no, it wasn't my woman. It was personal to him. He was going through the motions. Imagine that. You going back and forth with a female about, well, is you talking to the nigga or not? Well, he's saying this, he's saying that. Come on, man. Come on, bring that
shit, bro.
Really?
Why try to do
man, don't put me in the middle of that shit, man. Don't throw me in the middle of that.
Water like that, bro.
Don't throw me in the middle of that shit, man. I don't know that hoe. I don't know who the fuck that bitch is. Okay? This shit is about a bitch. A bitch is what all this come from. A fucking whore, man. Let's throw that out there. You know? This shit over a fucking hoe. That I don't even fucking know. Never talked to her in my life. I don't even know what the bitch look like. I'm the fucking mediator with the shit. Hey, bro, move up, you up. You know what I'm saying? By me being the head, okay, I'm dealing with an elder mind. I'm looking at him all fucked up about the shit. You know what I'm saying? One minute you cool, you cordial, the next minute, hey man, I got a screenshot of all the messages, man. Fuck that. Man, hey man, kick him out. Or suspend him one. That's what the fuck what was said to me. It ain't like I was like, man, I want him out of here. I need to figure out a way to get him gone. That's what you trying to perpetuate out there. Okay? And y'all know how Jay get when you deal with a motherfucking woman, man. Jay get emotional as hell, man.
Unreasonable, dude.
That's why the brother, well, I ain't gonna say that because, he's teaching a different doctrine, but that's why he was all over the goddamn place. Because his mind was fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? You need some fucking time, bro. Like, if I find out my bitch is unloyal, like, I'm not gonna be able to give you a direct answer soon as I find out the bitch unloyal. You gotta give me some time to let this shit. Come on, man, let it resonate. That's why he was all over the place with the shit, man. Because he was emotionally attached to the bitch. I wasn't attached to the bitch. I'm just about strictly business, okay? I'm the head of the camp. Got a quarrel between somebody in my camp and the man I report to, woman. So now, both of y'all put me in a fucked up position. I gotta balance this shit out. Hey, I fall back, move up. And I ain't gonna sit there and say the brother was on some old nigga shit. Because he acknowledged that. He was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fall back when it initially happened. I don't know whatever happened after that. I wasn't involved in none of that shit. I'm not knowledgeable about whatever transpired between him, her, and all that. None of that. No further than when it was said on the phone that she was dealing with somebody in the Mississippi camp from that point on, it was nothing else as far as my involvement concerned with it, man. Up until the accusations started coming up about getting it a war's woman or whatever like that. Okay, this shit about a fucking woman, man. I mean, shit, I'm ashamed to even have to. I ain't gonna say ashamed, but it's just this is grace to have to go there. But hey, man, when it comes to the truth, we gotta come to the truth, man. This shit is about a fucking woman, man. You know, and like I say, the brother could have spoke up on his situation because it was his situation. You know, but during this time, you know, brothers was trying to be cordial with each other, right? During this time, he had just had that, I think that separation in their camp, I think had happened or whatever. He started coming downhill a little bit more and all that type of shit like that. And then we brothers just started butting. We had a situation at one of the Akim house when we was outside talking. These particular two brothers was outside talking, and that's what led up to that particular brother's video about what was said to him about the situation about his woman. Okay? And I'm getting called a liar because I'm a fucking mediator in between the bullshit, man. I'm really trying to be peaceful on both sides. I'm like, man, because I'm knowing on the other side, I'm knowing she was hitting on him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't fully agree with everything that happened on that other side. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna stick to the big picture. You know, she came at him, but at the end of the day, she made it clear that she was dealing with somebody in Mississippi, and she still kept pursuing the brother. She still kept coming at him. You know this. Yeah, she just kept coming.
Oh shit, bro.
Okay? That's what this shit is about, man. Adultery at the end of the day. Nobody committed adultery, nobody slept with nobody's wife, but it's about an adulterous ass woman. That's what this bullshit comes from. Okay? An adulterous ass woman. Jezebel. I don't have a motherfucking thing to do with this hoe. Okay? I got caught in the middle of it. All right? That's true for you, man. Okay, go ahead.
It's James 3:13. It says, "Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him shew out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom."
Yeah, and that good conversation is only what's bringing out this truth, man. Okay? So even when you have quarrels amongst the body, you don't go back and forth on the nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? You deal with the scripture. You deal with it as men of the Lord. You deal with it on a spiritual level. Go ahead.
It says, "But if you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth."
And lie not against the truth, man. Okay? So I'm giving y'all my truth. Shit, it wasn't my woman, and I wasn't the one that the bitch liked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's my side of the fucking story. Okay? But this is what happened when just generally speaking, when you allow Eve to come in, man, and just do all this fucking lying like she do, bro. This brother could be dealing with a woman, and that's what happened when you look at the social media world. Okay, a lot of us, you know, as in a Hebrew Israelite community, we popular dudes, man. Let's keep it real. You know, people in the social media world, they recognize us. So you set up Instagram, Facebook, you got all kind of women all in your inbox. Oh, I watch your YouTube videos. Well, that's to your discretion whether you deal with them or not. Okay, but I know numerous of you brothers deal with the same motherfucking thing. If you're a brother that been around for a minute in this thing, you got motherfuckers, you got motherfuckers hitting you up all through your social media accounts, like women or whatever like that, right? Coming at you, want to get personally taught, want to get personal lessons. Come on, y'all know about that. So we're not excusing what the bitches, what these women are doing, man. That's the point we're making. Look at the division and the confusion a fucking woman can cause within the elect. That's the point. All this shit was, all this was behind a bitch, an adulterous bitch. Where the fuck she at now? Where you at now, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am.
I don't know how she right now.
Where are you right now?
In my head.
Yeah, man. Oh, like with their hand and say over a hole, man. All this shit is over a hole. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It's James 3:15. The wisdom, it says, this wisdom descended not from above, but it is earthly, sensual, and devilish. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion in every evil work.
And envy and strife reflects back down to our emotions, man. Get in our feelings, okay? When you get into your feelings, you envious, right? And then you got all type of quarrels and all type of back and forths and shit going on, right, between you and whoever you and your feelings about, man. But the way we overcome these things, is through what? The truth. At the end of the day, the men of the Lord are going to stand at the end of the day. You know, at the end of the day, the men of the Lord are going to continue to teach what they have been taught. You got certain guys that are still teaching what they have been taught. You got certain guys that are going on a whole other rampage or some shit, man. And I don't know where the fuck that shit is from, where it's coming from, or where it's going. Okay? But this shit has to stop, man. This is somebody else's bullshit, not mine. Since we speaking truthfully, somebody else's bullshit. They ain't my motherfucking woman. I don't even know the bitch.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
But you gotta understand, I'm the one on the phone with this man while he's venting about how disgusted he is about his woman's unloyalty. Right? Your mind gonna be all over the goddamn place. Man, I love her. Man, fuck that hoe. Yeah. I want to kick that hoe. Man, I'm gonna forgive her. I gotta kick that hoe. Man, you all over the goddamn place, man. Come on, man. Be realistic. Be realistic. Jake get emotional over their women, man. That shit takes time. I'm not making no excuse for Jake ass and none of that. Believe you me, I'm not making no excuse. But I'm just generalizing it. If it's a personal situation as far as like a woman is concerned, and this bitch can be a whole hoe, but you might be in love with her, you're gonna be hurt. When you find the truth out, you still gonna be hurt. She might not give a fuck, but you still gonna be hurt. When you find out she ain't shit. Okay? Go ahead.
It says it's James 3:17. It said, but the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. Okay? It says, and the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace, and of them that make peace. That's how you know where it's coming from, some nigga place. If the shit you talking coming from nigga place, a righteous place, man. How it ends. Okay, it's gonna end in a nigga way, it's gonna end in the righteous way. Right?
All right. Let me get bring out Proverbs 23 and start at 26. But that's all this shit go back to a fucking bitch. I mean, we gonna be real. Let's be real, man. Shit go back to a whole bitch out here, a whole hoe out here. Okay, and a war probably not even dealing with that bitch no more. You know, I'm not defending them or none of that shit. I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't agree with their doctrine. I'm saying it on record. I don't agree with none of their message that they got going on, man. Okay, I don't agree with none of that. I'm just telling my side as far as this particular situation is concerned, okay? But Proverbs 23 can start at 26.
Okay. Proverbs 23 and 26. It says, "My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways."
So get a Lord your heart. All right, and we're supposed to be focused on the Lord's ways, man. Okay? But I'm gonna let the brother read it. I'm gonna make my point for the next verse. Go ahead.
It says, okay, and it says, "For a whore is a deep ditch."
A whore is a deep ditch. That's what this shit is about, man. This shit is over a fucking hole, man. Let's be honest. Somebody a war was dealing with, she wanted to fuck with Yike up. You know what I'm saying? And then she went left, man. That's what this shit is all about, man. That's where this shit started from. Okay? But look at all the confusion that this fucking harlot caused, man. This fucking harlot. She now I was there. She hit this man up. She wanted to get at him. Like I told y'all earlier, when you're on these social media outlets, people recognize you, man. Females recognize you. They hit you up. They all in your inbox. They coming at you. And the whole time, this could be a whole nother bitch that's fucking with another brother that might not even tell you who it is, you know? But nevertheless, I ain't got a goddamn thing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a motherfucking thing to do with that. You know? That whore hit me up. You know? But go ahead.
God, for a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
It's a narrow pit, and that's what we're seeing going on right now. A trap, man. Okay? We see a pit and a ditch that this woman has caused. And that's what we call a stumbling block, man. You got some brothers, they get, I ain't gonna say brothers, you got some jakes, they get bugged all the way out behind a woman, man. You got some brothers, they just, you know, they can still maintain their integrity spiritually, whether they with a bitch or not, whether she acting right or not. You know what I'm saying? You got different persons from different strokes of life or whatever like that. But nevertheless, the scriptures is still the scriptures. The truth is still the truth. Okay? Read it again. 27.
All right, it's Proverbs 23 and 27. "For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit."
So we got a whole bunch of deep ditches and narrow pits going on right now, all behind some bullshit. Behind a fucking harlot, man. She probably sitting back laughing at both of y'all, man. She probably laughing. That was probably her point. It was probably her whole mission. That's probably her whole mission. You know what I'm saying?
Demon for real.
When she hit the other party up, she probably purposely did it to piss the original party off. To know, well, I ain't gonna say probably. We know you did that. Whoever you are, we know you did that. Jezebel, fuck man, Jezebel, a motherfucker. But go ahead.
It says, "She also lieth in wait as for prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men."
Read that again.
Right? Proverbs 23 and 28. "She also lieth in wait as for prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men."
So all these transgressions have been increased behind one hole. Behind one hole. Behind one bitch. And I hope she do a fucking video or something. Say something. Let yourself be known. Okay? Behind one motherfucking female, man. Who I don't never saw in my life, never met in my motherfucking life. I don't give two fucks about it. I was brought into the situation. The situation was brought to me. I'll say that. The situation was presented to me. Oh man, we got a situation at hand. And what my response was, it's dead, man. It's over with. So whatever happened after that, I don't have a motherfucking thing to do with what happened after that. You know? But I will say this, accountability could and and should have been taken on the other individual's part, where he should have manned up and owned up and fessed up to what he said, man. Period. But for me to have to go that goddamn far, that's too far. Like, for you to even just think of brother just making up some fucking lies on you and all that type of shit, bro. You know? Either he told me to bring the order down, or he didn't. I'm telling you, he did. It wouldn't have been brought down if it wasn't my motherfucking woman. So how the fuck that look? I'm more mad than the man who was offended. It wasn't my motherfucking woman. I'm the one playing the mediator. Hey, so okay, what you want me to do, man? Like, I understand such. What's going on? Because my whole thing is I'm being a spokesperson for my state, man. An allegedly trespass had taken place, right? And I'm trying to get an understanding on how to mediate the two sides. Not knowing this shit is finna blow up all over the motherfucking planet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's really where all of this shit stems from that situation. A fucking harlot, man. Okay? So if a war gonna speak on anything, speak on that harlot, man. Bring the whole situation up with this harlot. Going to how all this shit how my name even come up in this bullshit, man. Okay? And we gonna bring the truth out. Let's go that route. You know? Go ahead, that was it, man. All right. I got one. Let me finish this off. Proverbs. Oh no, you was reading that one. Okay, get right quick. One more while. Get Jeremiah 31:22 real quick. Okay. And then you can bring yours up.
22.
31 verse 22.
Okay. All right, it's Jeremiah 31:22. Right, it says, "How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man."
Yeah, man. And anytime a woman can bring up forth this much confusion, right? But then men that's in the know, that lets you know right there. That's prophecy fulfilled, man. The woman got that much goddamn power. But they don't have that much power in my life, but different folk, different strokes. You got some brothers that allow women to come in and just turn their world upside down. I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would. I'm gonna turn your world upside down. You ain't gonna fuck with mine. But you got some brothers that just different, you know? Different walks of life, you know what I mean? Some brothers looking for love. You know, some not. But then it's not my fault, it's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God, okay, it's Sirach 25:23. Right? It says, "A wicked woman abateth the courage, making heavy countenance and a wounded heart, and a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees."
That's right, man. So this is a lesson we learn from this, Ike. The power of Eve, right? When it comes to the brotherhood, that woman can tear this whole stronghold down. Believe it, because this is the right hand stronghold. Okay, so you got to be aware of that. You got to be aware of who you dealing with as far as your females. You brothers that's all into the social media world, man. Do your fucking homework when you fucking with these hoes, man. Because that's all this shit come from some Instagram bullshit. A bitch off of Instagram, man. That's how bullshit this is. I didn't even want to speak on it, bro.
Like you said,
you know,
it's great.
This shit is based off a bitch off Instagram, man. So for you brothers that's into the social media world, beware of these hoes, man. Do your fucking homework. They dealing with a nigga, you know what I'm saying, and they lie to you. That's not on your that's not on that's not on you. If the bitch lie to you, that's not on you, man. It's not on you. Okay? But if you do something knowingly, then that's another thing, man. But at the end of the day, that's still not my motherfucking mix. Because it ain't my bitch. I'm still, as a man of the Lord, we still obligated to call an ace and a spade a spade. Right is right and wrong is wrong. We still obligated to do that. You know? So my thing is about just the truth and the lies. My thing ain't about the disagreements, the personal shit and all that type of stuff. Because we're gonna have that all the way till Yahweh Shah comes back, man. Brothers gonna always have their own opinion, their own version of certain things. But at the end of the day, we gotta get Yahweh Shah's word right. You gotta get this doctrine right, man. And you can't have no type of underlying grudges with you, man. Give me, matter of fact, hold on. You finish your precepts?
I can keep going with it. This Sirach 25 and 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. Right? It said, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Yeah. Yeah, James 5 and 8. Right? Okay.
Right, it's James 5 and 8. Okay, it said, be ye also patient, establish your hearts.
Establish your mind, man. Get your mind right. Okay, before you say or do anything, understand. Okay, go ahead.
For the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another.
Right, all these, that's grudge, is petty bullshit. Anybody ever steal from you? Anybody ever fuck your bitch? You know what I'm saying? These are the judgments that we have to make when we're dealing with our brothers. You know? He never said with my woman. He never stole from me. He never attempted to kill me or none of that type of shit. The only thing I can say about him is we had disagreements. We just didn't see eye to eye on shit.
That's it, bro. As far as supposed to go right.
And that's that. We just didn't see eye to eye on shit. You know what I mean? On a lot of issues. But that's personal. Who the fuck gives a fuck about petty shit? At the end of the day, we continue to teach the truth. That's what matters. Teach what you were taught. We teach what we were taught. That's what the Lord is looking for. The Lord don't give a fuck about our personal quarrels and opinions and the Lord wants facts. Okay? He wants facts and he wants truth. All right, and he wants the prophets coming out here teaching what we were taught. Period. You know? So when you look at, like, as an old saying that goes, the proof is in the pudding or whatever like that. Well, look at the pudding, man. The proof is in the pudding. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The proof is in the pudding. You know? But anyway, go ahead.
If they're backing up, like Scripture said, that even the angels got opinions, man. So we all got opinions.
We all got opinions.
We all got opinions. Right. The whole thing, we got opinions. Right?
But it's a whole nother level from when you teaching heresy, man. Okay? It's a whole nother level from teaching heresy, man. You know? It's one thing to be to feel wronged about something or be offended about something that has nothing to do with breaking down the scriptures. Y'all might just disagree on some shit. Okay, it's okay to disagree. It's okay not to see eye to eye on personal issues. Okay? But when it comes to this Bible, you have to say and teach the same thing, man. Okay? That's what it boils down to, man. Okay? Go ahead.
James 5 and 9. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door.
Yeah, because the Lord looking at all our ass, man. Yahweh Shah up there with the angels looking at all of us. individually. They know what you did 4 hours ago. Hey, D-Reg, I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did.
I know what you did last summer, D-Reg. Yeah, man. So if we as men of the Lord, we got faith in this thing. We know that the Lord is watching us. So at the end of the day, we're going to conduct our paths, right? After the order of someone that's being watched. If you're being watched, you're going to act like you're being watched. You're going to move a certain way. But that's what faith comes in there. And that's why the Lord hide his chariots and his powers to the magnitude he do, because he want Israel to exercise faith. If the Lord was just to show us chariots whenever we wanted to see him, why would you need faith?
Everybody be right today.
That's why all these heathens see them chariots. And Israelites, you don't normally see them reported among Israel like you do them amongst the other nations, man. Because the Lord want to build up your motherfucking faith, man.
You know what I'm saying? You showing the heathen, man. Got shit all in China.
I mean, the man is a bit tired. I'm like, how the fuck you damn man say that shit out? Oh, okay. Hold on, right quick. Get you right. All right, go ahead, handle your business. Just, yeah, handle it out there. No, I ain't handling it over here. Yeah, y'all know we enslaved, so y'all brothers know how it go. That right, sure. What we got on here? We're in slavery. Brother gotta go handle some business right quick. But I got y'all. Right. That way he open the door, he won't knock the camera over. Put it about right here. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna continue from James 5 and 9. All right, it says, grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. So all that grudge match shit is only gonna cause you how to condemn his men at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They're going back and forth things about the bullshit. Now when it comes to just blatant lies, hey, a blatant lie is a motherfucking blatant lie. Somebody blatantly lie on me, I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna clear that up. I'm gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not against no brother that's about clearing up a lie, quote unquote, a lie that was told on them. I'm not against none of that. Somebody lie on me, I'm standing on that. Okay? So it says, behold, the judge standeth before the door. Take, my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name. All right, verse 10, it says, take, my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, right, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. So we're set up to be an example, right, to be able to take a punch on the chin, to be able to be oppressed and still maintain our integrity, man. And not get into no fucking grudge matches. Because everybody got some shit to complain about. But at the end of the day, a lie is a lie and the truth is the truth. And I respect that to the end. You know? Somebody that lied, stuff like that, you gotta make it clear. But you don't also you also don't go and call nobody a lie unless you are 100% sure that they lied, man. Because that's all. You call a man a liar if you don't have 100% proof that he's we'll call a brother a liar, without having any proof that he lied, man. That's all. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it says, verse 10, take, my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. And how we can show patience? By longevity. Okay? Give me that word longevity, right? Oh, Yeah, longevity real fast. Probably have one. So it says, for example of suffering, affliction, right? And patience. Bring it up.
It's the word longevity. Okay, it says the greater longevity. Okay, it's like another example. It says long existence or service. That was the only one.
To last long. Long existence. To last, man. That's what endurance is. And that's what faith is going to cause the hopeful elect to do. To last. Okay? All the way to the end. Okay? We want to be the last man standing. The Lord already told us you're going to be shadowed by all kind of manner of wickedness, all kind of manner of bullshit, all kind of manner of every fucking thing under the sun. Right? But we got to come out on top. Period. Because we got the oracles of the Most High, not the rest of the world. Them motherfuckers is what's the word? Possessed. Okay. So it's another word I'm looking for. Program. I'll just say that program. Not us. Yeah, we're programmed in the sense, but we're programmed in the sense of Yahweh Shai. Okay? So it says, verse 11. Oh, Salaki, go ahead.
Yeah, go on, man. But a little bit Man-Webster definition. It says a long duration of an individual life, length of life, long continuance, permanence, durability. Right?
Long continuance. That's endurance. Durability. That means to last. How long can you last? That's what durability means. How long can you last? How tough are you? You can't be emotional and reckless and sensitive, man, and expect to be able to achieve these things, man.
Bro, you're gonna die.
You can't be petty and expect to achieve this level of wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. Especially judging over the nation of Israel. You know? We got to turn our glass chins to iron chins, man. You know? Because a lot of people going to be coming to us for advice, instructions, guidance, you know, for all type of spiritual direction. We're going to have to know what the fuck we talking about in that particular day of our power. Okay? Go ahead, all right?
So 1 Timothy 4:10, right? It says, therefore we both labor and suffer reproach because we trust in the living power, who is the Savior of all men, especially of those that believe.
Especially of those that believe, man. That goes back to your faith. Okay? Because the faith is the what? The substance of everything. There you go, man. Believing in something that you can't see. Okay? Y'all see Yahweh Shai in this video with us?
No.
But we speak as if he's sitting right in between us, beginning with the apostles all the way down. Okay? Go ahead, huh?
Right. It says, these things command and teach. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity.
In all things, man. In everything we do. You want to be a representative of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. No matter who you're around or what setting you're in. You know, you want to be a representative of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, meaning you want to represent him in a righteous way. You don't want to misrepresent the Lord, make him look bad in no type of way to deter the hopeful elect from following the Lord, which we know ultimately that's impossible. Because if you're of the elect, you're already preordained to be of the elect. Okay? Go ahead.
Right, it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine.
And that's what we're doing, man. To give attendance to exhortation, understanding, and doctrine. That's what we do. Is the Lord back yet? No, he isn't. So until he comes back, this is what we're supposed to be occupied with. Not no motherfucking bickering and bullshit, man. Not getting in your feelings, shitting on GMS. You know, and also not getting your feelings, you know, I mean, well, I mean, I just say it this way. Let me say it. Let me choose my words carefully, okay? Uh, not not just jumping to conclusion. I'll say that. Not getting your feelings and jumping to conclusions as well, man. You want to examine a matter before you just put out a fucking judgment and call somebody a lie, man. You know, you examine the entire matter. You have to be able to prove without the shadow of a doubt that that person lied on you, man. Or a particular judgment that was brought down was a particular lie. You know what I'm saying? And that particular judgment came from the lips of the particular individual in which you're talking about. Because it involved him and his situation. They ain't have a motherfucking thing to do with me. At all. You know? That's all. All right, go ahead. I got one after you.
Okay, it's Sirach 11 and 8. Matter of fact, I said in verse 7. It's Sirach 11 and 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke.
Right, man. So you have to really understand, you know, what the fuck happened, man. You know, the Lord just not starting to reveal shit to brothers that brothers like didn't even imagine to be happening. Like the shit that's happening in Israel right now, a year and 2 years, or I'll say 2-3 years ago, nobody wouldn't even, well, on the outside of this particular, nobody would imagine that this brother would be on that type of time that he on or whatever, as far as going against the doctrine. Nobody would ever imagine no shit like that. You know? Go ahead.
All right, it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
That's right, man. So the cause is a particular petty ass situation regarding a fucking, what can I call? I don't want to even curse out like that. Regarding a motherfucking female, man. This shit is about a female. Okay? I ain't got a goddamn thing to do with that. All right? He was hurt. He passed it down, and I passed it to you, man. Exactly how it was told to me. I didn't tell you a motherfucking thing more or less than what was told to me by the particular individual, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It said, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Which just said, it said, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, but if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent.
And meddle is getting petty, man. You know, just getting all off into gossip and conflict, strife, and bullshit, man. You know what I mean? And that's what happens to a lot of these guys when they fall out of GMS. All their videos is about strife, conflict, and bullshit, man. And just personal issues that has nothing to do with the doctrine at all. You know? But anyway, finish it off. I got one.
Okay. It says, and if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Jude 1, and I'm gonna start at 14. Jude 1 and 14, it says, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints. Right? Is that not what we prophesied? That Yahushua is coming back to destroy America and to save the hopeful elect. Is that not what we're telling y'all? Right? It says, and to convince all, it says, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of the saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. These are murmurers, complainers, walkers after their own lusts, you know. And when you walk after your own lust, it's when you go off the doctrine, man. Okay, when you teach something different than what you've been taught, that's when you freestyling. That's when you making up your own thing, man. That's your own lust. You know what I'm saying? And that is off according to the Bible. Okay? So it says, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words. Gonna heal people, raise motherfuckers from the dead. Gonna heal the blind, cure the sick, and all this old shit. You know? There's some great swelling words, man. And it says, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. A lot of guys look up to you. A lot of guys subscribe to you, man. But a lot of guys humble themselves down before you because in the past they looked up to you because of the position that you had. Of course, you know, brothers looked up to you and stuff like that, you know. And but at the end of the day, you know, certain things that's done from one position has nothing to do with somebody on a whole another position that they're playing. You got two totally different perspectives. You got a perspective of a man that's in a personal situation with his woman. He's feeling some type of way about his woman and what she's doing. And you got another man who just caught in the middle of the shit, man. Come on. Come on, man. So it says, it says, verse 17, but beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostles of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. It says, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. And we see that. We see new doctrines being taught. That's a clear example of somebody walking after their own ungodly lust, man. You're teaching doctrines that wasn't taught to you, right? You're making up new doctrines. It's not spoken of in the Bible, or you just got this spirit of just going against GMS, or being a fucking reprobate or a rebel, just to be that way, man. Okay, that's what the scripture is talking about. All right. So it says how that they told you that there shall be mockers in the last days, who shall walk after their own ungodly lusts. These be they who separate themselves. Sensual. Give me that word sensual. Having not the spirit. Sensual.
Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, wait, the blue letter?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. There's that word sensual. Right, it's the word sensual. Strong's G5591. Right, sukikas. Right, Strong's definition says sensitive. Right, it's just sensitive. Right, right, Strong's sensitive.
Getting emotional, man. You know, over a hoe, man. All this shit started behind a bitch. Come on, Akim. That was this whole fucking quarrel come behind a fucking hoe. So now you got brothers mad at each other, and you got another brother going all the way off on some shit behind a hoe. Behind a hole, man. All this shit is behind a hole, bro. Behind a fucking hole.
Just sit back and just analyze this shit, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, and on the other form, strong G5446, it says, which is the lower or bestial nature, right? Natural or sensual. Right? It says, yeah, pretty much it.
All right. First,
go ahead. It says the sensuous nature with its subjection to appetite and passion.
Right? Emotional. Okay. Jude 1, and then she's talking about for you brothers, when the elders come down on you, and instead of you humbling down and repent, you start cursing the elders out. You start teaching new heresies, all this other shit like that, man. That's getting emotional, man. It's getting your feelings, but ultimately, spiritually, that's just the way the Lord had it set up. Okay? So it says, man, what was that? Oh yeah, right here. So it says, but ye, beloved, building up yourselves. No, these Jude 1:19. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the spirit. So being in that emotional and let these bitches get in your mind and convince you that this and that and all that other shit. Like I say, I have nothing to fucking doing that. I can't say that shit enough. I still don't know who this bitch is. I know of the bitch, but I still don't know what the hoe look like. I don't even know what the bitch look like right now. You know what I'm saying? This hoe, it's got to be a bad bitch, though. Whoever she is, she got to be a bad bitch. You know, but anyway, it says, verse 20, it says, but ye, beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Ghost, okay? Keeping yourselves in the love of the Most High, looking for the mercy of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach unto eternal life, right? So it says, and of some have compassion, making a difference, right? And others saved with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless, that means blameless, right? Before the presence of the glory of his exceeding joy. To the only wise power, our Savior, right? Be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forever. Amen. And that's Yahweh by Yahweh shot, man. You know? So that's what we serve at the end of the day. Okay, we all signed up for that denarius, right? We all signed up for that, man. And a part of that bargain is to achieve eternal life. Okay? It's to achieve co-regency with our Lord Yahushua. Okay? It's to achieve rulership over our enemies, man. Amongst many other gifts that the Lord promised us, man. That's what we all agreed to. But the Lord told us, prior to us agreeing to this, all the bullshit that we was going to have to go through. So when we go through the bullshit, that's not that brand new. This shit was prophesied to happen, man. The Lord told us that we were going to have all type of these different little situations and strifes and different things like that happens, man. They're going to happen, man. But at the end of the day, I can't knock no brother who continues to teach the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? Fuck me, my opinions, and whatever me and this person got. At the end of the day, it's about Yahweh Yahweh Shah. That person is still pushing Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Who the fuck am I? I can't say a motherfucking thing about the guy. No, you pushing the same power I push. You know? What can I say? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point, right? That's why we out here. To get the people to push the same thing and teach the same thing that we're teaching. We might not personally like each other or personally agree on certain shit, but at the end of the day, you're teaching the same doctrine. I can live with that.
versus somebody who want to be cool and teach a whole other doctrine. I can't live with that. I can't live with that, man. Okay. All right, that was it, Ox.
Okay.
All right.
It's 2 Timothy 4:1. It says, I charge thee before Yahweh and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing in his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. I said for the time, basically just stick to the regular scheduled program. It says for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. That's the type of shit you're seeing right now. You just seeing all these guys just bring it up out of nowhere, just on some off shit. You're like, whoa, where did this come from, man? They just waxing worse.
A fucking hole, bro. It come from a hole. Come from a hole, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, all this bullshit over a bitch.
There could be some stupid shit like that, bro. God, it says, right? And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. All of a sudden, everything just got to be questioned because you got your feelings hurt, man. Everything, whatever. Maybe this ain't right.
This doctrine off.
This could be off.
This breakdown wrong. That breakdown wrong, man. Your emotions and the scriptural breakdown have nothing to do with each other, man. Whether you mad, happy, or sad, we still supposed to agree on the doctrine, man. Okay? The scriptures don't never go off, man. We go off. The scripture never goes off.
Fall short. We fall short.
We fall short. Not the Bible, not the truth. Okay? Go ahead,
It says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. You gotta be preaching the right thing to do that, man. It says, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
You fight bullshit or fight the spiritual fight?
Fighting the spiritual
fight, man.
Dumb shit.
It says, notice it says, I have fought the good fight. So we put these videos up. We're not attacking the doctrine, man. We're fighting the good fight. We're attacking the enemy. We're attacking the enemy's doctrine. We're attacking his deception that he got on the motherfucking world. His manipulation he got over the goddamn world. His strongholds and his fucking walls, man. And his snares. That's what we go out here and expose and tear down. You know? Go ahead,
right? It says, like you're talking about the narrative, that penny, whatever. It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which is Lord. The righteous shall judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. That needs to be your main focus, man.
Right.
That's what's supposed to keep you grounded during all this. The reward you about to get.
And that grounding is our foundation, man. Okay, that's our spiritual confidence. Okay, that's how we know what the hell is going on by these spiritual groundings right here, right? So once we deviate away from these words, man, you opening yourself up for any motherfucking thing, man. You can disagree with a brother all day, but when you disagree with what the Bible says, that's dangerous. That's when it get dangerous, man. And when I say disagree with the Bible, it means disagreeing with the understanding of the scriptures, of what the scriptures are actually saying. Because you got a lot of people that read the scriptures and get a misinterpretation from it. Okay? When you read the scriptures and purposely bring out a whole nother neighborhood of information that you perceive as doctrine, that is a problem. When you're teaching something that our elders of Great Millstone did not teach. You see what I'm saying? That's when it's a fucking problem. Okay? They gonna disagree all the motherfucking time. They gonna have personal differences, different interests, conflict of interest, that come with the game, bro. That come with the game. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're still a part of Yahweh Shai's program. Because at the end of the day, no matter whatever y'all personal differences is, as long as y'all or whoever which party is continues to push this truth, that's all it's about. But when you stop pushing the truth to tell your own story, and your story becomes bigger than your Yahweh Shai's story, that becomes a problem. You know? And that's talking about to the brothers that's out there pushing the heresies and shit out there, man, the false doctrine and stuff like that. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to stick to the things that we've been taught. Okay? Just because somebody rub you wrong or don't agree with you on a certain issue, don't charge that on the scriptures. Don't charge it on the Lord, man. Just be like, man, the Lord had this set up for it to happen. What am I supposed to learn from it? What am I going to learn from it? What am I supposed to pick up from it? That's the mindset we have from it, right? You know, what am I going to take from this? Okay, if I'm put in this situation again, what am I going to do differently? Okay, that's the mindset. Instead of getting angry and just on some attack, great millstone vibration, man. You know, you just pray and you fast, man, and you pray to the Lord. Lord, what's going on with me? Lord, I got all kind of demons on me, Lord. Man, in the name of Yahweh Shai, cast these demons off of me, man. You know? I mean, we can all get rubbed, man. I mean, fuck. I done been rubbed many times, shit, reaching out to you, telling you how many times I done fucking been rubbed the wrong way and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen no videos of me going on no motherfucking pity trail, making videos about every goddamn body and just becoming a GMS hater, man. I took it on motherfucking chin and I went and looked in the mirror. You know? You look in the mirror, man. Just go look in the mirror and say, how can I examine myself? How can I make sure I don't allow myself to be put in a position that's gonna reflect on me in a negative light. That's what you learn from this thing, man. And throughout the time, you learn how to move different, man. You learn how to move and certain things to do is an experience, like scripture say. The book of what is that? Numbers. In the land of drawn waters, there you shall rehearse the righteous acts, man. So rehearse is another way of saying practice. And here we're practicing on how to be a good brother. Which means sometimes you're gonna mess up, you're gonna slip up, but you got a chance to get it right. But when you're going against this doctrine, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from false doctrine, bro. Especially if you was once enlightened. I'm gonna get go what you got. I got it. I'm gonna get the one in Hebrews.
So Romans 1 and 28, and it says, and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Right? I mean, seeing these guys, you know, fall over the Lord. At the end of the day, they're just scripted for him, man. How you gonna shake back for him, man? Okay, it says, verse 29, and it said, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
That's what you become, man. Like, because just everything that was just said, you just off. You just against the grain just to be against the grain, man. But ultimately, because you were scripted to be against the grain, really. That was it.
Right, bro. All right, Hebrews 6:4. It says, but it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift, and were made partakers of the Holy Ghost, and have tasted the good word of Yahweh, and the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away, and renew them again into repentance, seeing they crucify to themselves the Son of Yahweh afresh, and put him to an open shame. And that's the danger in this thing, when it comes to changing and switching up doctrine. Because the moment you change up the doctrine, you changing up the God. It's no longer Yahweh Yahweh no more, man, because they preach one doctrine. If you change up the doctrine, then you gotta teach a new name. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. If you bring forth a new doctrine, you have to teach a new name, man. Because if what we've been taught in the name of Yahweh Yahweh is not the right way, well, we need to know this new God's and his new son's name. You see what I'm saying? Because everything we was taught was in the name of Yahweh Yahweh. So to say that was wrong is the question Yahweh Yahweh.
He questioned the Lord himself.
We gave Yahweh all that praise when we was bringing these scriptures out. So now Phyllis heard about something where Yahweh he don't deserve the glory no more. Where Yahweh was wrong. Well, what are we doing? This is the same truth that gave us joy, man. So when you're down, you're in your feelings about some shit. You feel like your bitch is unloyal or whatever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the scriptures. And that's not directed to the particular individuals of the video. I'm talking about. I'm directing that generally speaking, because multiple brothers got women or whatever, and I personally witnessed this shit happen. And your woman ain't loyal, and it could lead to this shit happen. An unloyal bitch, man. You know? That's where all this bullshit come from. And I bet she's sitting back eating popcorn. Ain't nobody talking about her. I bet she's sitting back eating popcorn, laughing at all this shit. On the phone with her sister, Israelite sisters. Shalom, Akoti. Yeah, girl, I got these niggas arguing all over YouTube, girl. Look at them. Look at them, girl. Well, yeah, you ain't gonna get that out of us, play girl. You don't get it out of us, man. And we gonna state the point that the point where our name come in at it, all right? And we gonna dismiss ourselves in the points that we ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with. Okay? I got put in the middle of the shit, man. Come on, man. Go ahead, huh? I'm gonna take it off.
Okay. It says Romans 1:31.
I was in on that piece up.
Okay. Romans 1:31, it says, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who know it says, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Oh, you know you not doing what's right, bro. In the back of your head, you really know you off, bro. So you just stop, man. Just stop.
Well, a lot of just be Mandela. Yeah, especially when you're going against doctrine. Going against doctrine, it like you can't be in your right mind, man. When you're going against what you've been taught. We could go against another man. We could go against somebody that you just don't agree with or you don't see eye to eye with, man. But you don't go against the Lord, man. You don't go against the oracles of the Most High. Okay? Shit between men could be fixed, right? But when you go out there speaking blasphemy, man, that's not as easy as fixing a trespass between two men. You blaspheming the Holy Spirit, man. When you're going out there teaching false doctrine, that's not easy to patch up like that, man. That's not you know. That's not something that's just gonna go away. Okay.
It's Matthew 18:6. Right? It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he would drown in the depth of the sea. You know what I'm saying? When you go, it's a whole different life and death when you start, going with that off doctrine shit, bro. And when you start pushing something else, you offending the little one. You misleading people. You got people following after you. but you leading them all left. Okay. I said, you know, they got consequences to be action eventually. Eventually gonna have to deal with it, right? Generally speaking. Right. So with that, I hope this was an edifying lesson. Ended by giving infinite honors and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
The mountains to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who rule and teach for peace and blessing. To the hopeful and faithful elect, across the four corners, living and preaching the truth, the best their ability and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Mashallah.
Ball, Mashallah, Yom. Shalom.